entertainment, and more. This is the Hoke Show.
All right, everybody. How we doing today? All right. Got to remember how to do this one. I've been doing everything on KLAV all the time. I've got to plug the old internet stuff in here today. Going back to the old school stuff. We are very happy to be with you. We are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, or Rock and Roll Poker Open. This series, of course, running starting yesterday or 2 days ago, and is running through December 3rd. We've got ourselves a $2 million guarantee. Lots of big bucks on the line back here at Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida, and we're very happy to be with you. We'll be broadcasting just about every day here from, at this time, from 3 o'clock Eastern. Live. Of course, Poker Night in America is going to be coming in here. We're going to be doing some stuff with them, so once those tapings get rolling here close to the end of the series, we'll let you know exactly what times we're going to be on. But for now, internet broadcast 3 p.m. Eastern, and then, of course, on our 2 Wednesdays, we'll be on at 6 p.m. Eastern, our normal time, 3 p.m. Pacific on KLAV 1230 a.m. So looking forward to bringing you all the fun and excitement of what's going on here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Going to be a doozy. Of course, we're expecting a lot of great players trickling in here. Yesterday, I got to enjoy Nancy Birnbaum making it through to her day 2 in this first event. We've got a $500,000 guarantee going on right now. Still 2 flights to go. One started up earlier today, and then we're going to be back in action at 6 p.m. tonight. So come join us for that. There's also a horse event going on as well in the series, along with a couple other smaller terms. They've got a black chip bounty going off here right now. So a lot happening here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. And I have a very special guest on the line that's going to join us here on the show, too. Very excited to talk to this guy. Our buddy from the north who is currently in Calgary, freezing his tail end off. We'll get him on as soon as we can. Kelly Kellner is going to be joining us, the head of the Canadian Poker Tour. And whoop, there he is, Kelly Kellner. What's up, Kelly?
Hey, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Good to talk to you. So,
it's good to talk to you, but I'm feeling a little unsettled about the fact that I'm sitting looking outside the window with a minus 25 wind chill and a little bit of snow, and you're sitting looking at the beach.
You got the boots on.
Oh, I got
the
boots,
snow boots,
jacket, mitts. It's outrageous.
I am so sorry. It is 80 and sunny down here in Hollywood, Florida. Boy, it sucks to be you right now.
It does, but at least having you as a friend warms my heart. So.
Well, that warms my cockles as well.
Attaboy.
Oh, hey, by the way, I got to make sure to mention a few friends of the show before we get things rolling here. Want to thank all of our great sponsors of the show, of course. Our good friends at PokerShop.com. Kelly, you need to buy some stuff from PokerShop.com right now. 10% off.
Do they have gloves and mittens?
I don't know if they have gloves and mittens, but I'm sure they got some pretty good stuff over there.
Anything warm, I'm online picking it up right away.
I mean, you can maybe light things on fire if you want. I mean, not the intended use. But they got, of course, all the best poker supplies. You got stuff for your man cave. I mean, they have lamps and tables and just everything. So check them out at PokerShop.com. Our good friends at ABC Chinese Poker, make sure you download that app to your phone or computer today, iPad, tablet, whatever the hell you want to throw it on there. But you're going to really be happy you did. ABC Chinese Poker is the bomb diggity. Check it out at abcchinesepoker.com as well. Our good friends at Poker Night in America, of course, we're going to be covering tapings for them down here. They're, I think, just wrapping up at Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh, and then we'll be seeing them here. And I think they added a day on tapings, too, so I think they're going to start taping on the 30th. And then we'll have tapings on the 1st and 2nd as well, so make sure you check them out Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. That's our good buddies at Poker Night in America. Also, our friends at Blind Squirrel Apparel, 20% off with the code HOKE at blindsquirrelapparel.com. Look good and be lucky. It's darn sexy stuff. Check it out at Blind Squirrel Apparel. We also have our dear friends over at BlueRail.net, our website provider. Man, I'll tell you what, you need a website. Kelly, you got to get on Blue Rail. The CPT needs to work with Blue Rail.
I think you should set it up. I'm always open, buddy.
I will have you call Bob Lusk at 522-820-5128. And, anything you need, they're even doing hosting for like $9. I mean, that a month. That is awesome. So check it out.
That's a great deal.
Yes.
Great deal, Mark.
So check it out, bluerail.net. We also, of course, our host site, RogueWire, there, too, associated with Blue Rail. So check them out at roguewire.com for all the fun news and crazy stuff. Hopefully, I don't know if Bob could put Kim Kardashian on the site. I'm praying to God that he didn't, but you can find out at roguewire.com. Also,
I think I'm Kardashianed out up here, buddy. I've had my fill. In fact, I just was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I was disgusted myself. So I'm back from the Ohio State Minnesota football game.
You watched it?
I did for a couple minutes. So it's like a car accident, You just you get engaged, and it's just, my God, I love my life so much. After I see just how this dysfunction and insanity and stupidity are embraced in our culture. So I'm feeling great about my life.
Well, at least they're not Canadians. I mean, you're good on that.
No, we wouldn't allow that up here.
Oh, my God. Hey, of course, Dutch Boyd in Poker Tilt, the great new book. You got to check that one out. Available on Kindle, Amazon, wherever you need it, you got it. One of the best poker books you're ever going to read, guaranteed. Check it out at pokertilt.com. Who else?
Did Dutch write a section about when he used to date Kim Kardashian in that book?
He did write a section about when he dated somebody else.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's another salacious chapter in the life of Dutch Boyd.
I don't use the word salacious enough in my life, so I'm gonna have to go back and read that chapter.
Yeah, check it out. Great book, you'll love it. And of course, we have our good friends at the Nevada Poker League. Hey, if we're in Florida, obviously, so you can't really do an MPL event, but back there in Vegas, check them out. NevadaPokerLeague.com. $50,000 in cash and prizes are given out over the year, and you're gonna have a blast playing some free poker too. Nice place to sharpen your game up a little bit or torture yourself, whatever you choose to make it. But check it out at NevadaPokerLeague.com. And of course, I want to make sure we say hi to the Grindettes. Two of them will be here for the Poker Night in America tapings, Katie Stone and Jamie Kerstetter. Check them out at Grindettes.com and follow them on Twitter at Grindettes, Facebook, the Grindettes. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm done now, I think.
Okay, that's good. You have a lot of people support and love you, my friend, and I am one of them.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have any Canadian poker tour or anything else you want to plug before we get into all this poker news?
Well, we're working on some very, very big things. You're involved in a couple behind the scenes, but our plan for coming up next year is to build 4 major televised events, going back to what we were in the business of doing originally, going back 2006 through 2010. We produced a total of 30 hours of television for the major sports networks up here, and then in the province of Alberta, which is our home, and kind of easy to operate out of, the regulator, Alberta Gaming, has prevented any coverage or television of poker, and so that kind of threw us a little off track. So we're working on some stuff, working on 4 major events, and I think people, when they see and hear once we get everything announced, are going to be absolutely blown away. We're trying to build. I'm working on building what hopefully will be the largest poker tournament ever held in Canada next year.
Wow!
But lots of live coverage, and of course, Mark, you'll be very much embedded in that. And working on some new, just some new modeling around how those events are going to go. Revise a little bit to the Player of the Year, get some sponsorship. We're really happy to be working quite closely now with Purium Health Products. This just happened to come out of some personal issues that I dealt with getting diagnosed with diabetes and needing to lose some weight. And as you saw when you were up here, I had massive success on it. And what was interesting is, after the success that I had, quite a few of my poker playing friends actually tried their 10-day transformation. My good buddy Daniel Butts out of Vancouver, who is, I believe, number 4 in our Player of the Year competition now, he said he felt just such mental clarity and acuity and sharpness and energy when he was in the middle of doing it. He had his deepest run ever on Poker Stars Sunday Million, came 22nd out of 6,463 players.
Nice.
And our buddy Ryan Snyder who's actually in Vegas this weekend right now. he did that $100 challenge, putting $100 on Poker Stars, and ran it up to $10,000 playing Pot Limit Omaha. He actually ran it up to 16K. So I'm taking credit for some of that.
Ship me some of that money. Holy cow. And some
I
Pyrium.
know. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
So we're embedding Pyrium in as a sponsor, and in fact, we're working on with our move to now launching a national poker television network. Some of the projects and some of the shows that we're in development with include a reality show in which we will have two teams competing, doing both health and poker transformations, where you're looking at basically getting yourself fit and just getting yourself and your mind focused and sharp, and then learning the additional skills to take your game to the next level, fix your leaks. But we're going to build that in a model around a reality television show. Put up some prizing for the winner of that show. So that's a project I'm very excited in. But so we're really happy to have Pyrium Health Products on. And Mark, I'm going to be as your early Christmas present, I'm going to give you getting a little challenge and maybe sending you a 10-day transformation. I think we might have to have a little prop bet in there. See how that works out.
I think I need about a 90-day transformation right now. Jesus. But at least I look cute today for some reason. I don't know what it is.
It's pretty awesome. I'm down 25 pounds in the last 60 days, and I tell you what, I'm pretty sure I've just added 20 years to my life. I got off all my diabetes medication, my blood pressure medication. So I'm feeling great, and I'm actually looking to start doing a little traveling and playing a few bigger events myself. I haven't really been playing too much the last few months, and definitely sitting watching the live stream and watching the live coverage of the World Series final table. It sort of re-energized and remotivated me on a couple of levels. Number one, on the business side of things, as far as the Canadian Poker Tour goes, we've really gotten away from what the mission of our company was built to do, and that was to take and bring national attention and promote the game and television live streaming coverage and that. We've kind of got away, and I can assure everybody that with some of the new management that we've brought in, some new guys that are coming on board, that's going to be a main focus. So, like I say, we're hoping to do fewer actually these smaller events, but just doing some very, very big, well-structured, well-run events. I've just really had my fill of seeing how some of these tournaments are run and structures. We're far enough into this industry now that there's no excuses for tournament directors and for casinos not to be running tournaments with great value and with great structure. And so all these debates about the labor cost and all these type of things that I've listened to for years. You know what? I've had my fill, and we're gonna be very, very aggressive in the marketplace and bring as much integrity to events as we possibly can.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, we'll make sure you check them out, Canadian Poker Tour, on that. Some awesome events and so much going on there. And going on here, I'll tell you what, of course, the last time I was down here at the Seminole Hard Rock, we had the $10 million guarantee that came up short by $2 million. One of the legendary events in poker now, and people still have not stopped talking about it. But I got to tell you what, no one got fired. I want to clarify that for everybody, because I know there was some speculation about that. Nobody lost their jobs. Everybody was fine. The casino was actually up like $11 million over their projections to that point. So they were like, That was the quote that I got. So, yeah.
How exactly do you spell that?
Yeah, like with some E's and H's, however you want to throw it in there.
There you go. Here's my experience of that, Mark. And we've kind of led the ground in Canada putting up guarantees, and we've been fortunate enough to never have a big overlay. A couple small or close a few times, and being a poker promoter is a very, very, very tough and frustrating experience at times. But the fact is, when you look at the ancillary revenue that comes in through these events, you take our summer showdown that happened in Calgary this year, and you look at the spike in revenue going, number one, the rake in the cash games absolutely through the roof. Like, right. We're talking 250, 300% higher than normal during that 10-day period. The drop in the pit and the drop in the slot machines. You've got these players. We're bringing in hundreds of players that have anywhere from $500 to $5,000 cash in their pockets, and the spike in the pit and specifically in the high limit room absolutely through the roof. you then take a look at the food and beverage revenue. As you saw up here, we like to have a bit of a good time, and there's
Really?
some
Are you
great
sure?
crew of guys that up the boys from Edmonton, the Cumley brothers, and lots of our friends, the boys Logan Dunn and John Edgelakis from Vancouver, MD, and my boys from Winnipeg. Everybody that came here, Tia and her crew from Toronto, like just had an absolutely hell of a good time. But you know what? They spent a fortune in having that good time in the bar, eating, drinking, hotels. So I'm trying to encourage these operators to really look at the ancillary revenue and start to track and to make an investment into poker, because I think it's been really overlooked. And a lot of casino managers that I've spoken with, most of them, if you ask them, their first choice would be to shut down the poker room and put in high limit slots. And I think that's a very short-sighted vision of what poker players bring to the facility. Not only that, the guys that come, I got a crew of 6 guys from Winnipeg. Nobody talks about the fact that their wives come in and these guys run deep at every tournament.
Right.
And the wives are playing dollar slots all day.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
there's a lot more than just looking at that superficial. Oh, did this tournament, did this one event make money? Of course, it's tough, and you never like to see an overlay from a promoter standpoint. But the poker business, I think, hasn't gotten near the attention and the respect that it necessarily should be deserving, based on that ancillary revenue base that comes in.
Exactly. And of course, down here at Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida, one of the great things about this place is that it's not just a casino. It's a resort. It's a luxury destination. You've got all the great restaurants, the nightclubs. You have the Paradise area out here where you've got all the shops and the theaters and the more restaurants. I mean, it's such a fantastic facility, and obviously, poker players really like to enjoy themselves on that. So it's certainly worth the time to come down here to Seminole Hard Rock, and don't forget, of course, this whole series, by the way, running through December 3rd. We've got a ton of great events, 20 events in the main series, and of course a bunch of the side events as well. With the right now a $500,000 guarantee, day one flights E and F being played today, and then we'll have day 2 tomorrow, and then of course we get to the $2 million guarantee coming up here starting on Friday, November 28th. Should be an awesome time, and we're looking forward to seeing Seminole Hard Rock just crushing it down here in Hollywood. Going to be a good time. And by the way, Kelly, of course, we've had 4 flights down here already. Can you believe that?
That's outstanding.
4 of them.
For just in case you and your wife and everybody was debating what to get me for my birthday next Tuesday, Aaron Hotel down there for that main event. That would fit. You don't have to worry about size or if it's if I'm going to like it or not. I think that would be just a hell of a present.
Oh man, it's going to be a great time. So once everybody, I know there's some other events going on right now, but when they wrap up, I'm sure we're going to be seeing the poker world descending here on Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, for this Rock and Roll Poker Open. 4 flights in the books, by the way, already. Of course, so day 1A, 336 entries. Day 1B, 285. 1C was 346, and 1D was 327. So we've already got 1,294 entries into this thing. 239 players advanced, of course, a $350 buy-in on this one, and, of course, unlimited re-entries for you up through level 8, so people are just having a great time and throwing some money around. And guess who's at the top of this leaderboard, Kelly? You're going to love this.
Canadian?
Yeah, Max Romano out of Montreal.
That's beautiful.
At this point, 382,500 chips. Bagged those a couple of days ago. Richard Russ out of Hallandale Beach is in second, 364,500. Teve Willens at 355,500 in third. Sheldon Gross, who I was covering that flight last night, boy, I'll tell you what, did he get on a heater, 322,000, and picked up a bunch of chips off the guy. I mean, and talk about a brutal run. 4th in chips after level 12 with 2 levels to go. Ends up out of the tournament last night, and Gross was one of those that picked him off. Just a wild finish to yesterday's Flight 1D. We're also looking at Muhammad Parati, 321,000. Nissin Vaknin out of Fort Lauderdale, 302. And, those are your top stacks over 300,000. So those guys getting through, and of course, a lot of other names sneaking by here and getting it done. So should be a pretty interesting day 2 as these guys are chasing down this $500,000 guaranteed prize pool here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. How about that?
That's a great structure too. I like that. I like that format. Gives people a chance to fire a bunch of bullets. Gets that prize pool up, and for the players that don't have the don't have deep pockets to be able to for a smaller buy-in go after some life-changing money. So I commend that format. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So once again, still time to get down here. We've got another flight starting at 6 p.m. this evening. So it should be a wild one. Of course, that last flight is always quality entertainment because it's the last chance for everybody to try and make it the day 2. So, and of course, we'll be covering that on the Seminole Hard Rock blog. So make sure you go to shrpo.com and you can get all the live updates from Big Al Can't Hang, and of course, Kayleen over here typing away, doing a great job as per usual. She is the queen of bloggers.
That's awesome.
She's amazing. And yours truly. I'm just trying not to stink up the joint.
Really? Well, I think you do. I think you do the Lord's work, my friend.
I do my best. And, of course, on Twitter, you can follow us at SHRPO and hashtag SHRPO if you want to get in on that. I know we're all keeping our eyes on the Twitter as well. So check it out. And, of course, also today, by the way, we have a $300 horse tournament going in. Somebody should have put me in that because I watched the one here at the last series, and, yeah, I should have been in that tournament. But that's
I'm gonna have to start staking you in some of these, buddy.
Yeah, I think so. So we have that horse tournament. Then coming up tomorrow, of course, is day 2 of the $500,000 guarantee. We also have starting off tomorrow, Big Stack No Limit Hold'em re-entry tournament, $250, and also the day 1 of event number 5, which is a 6-max No Limit Hold'em re-entry, $75,000 guarantee, $1,100 buy-in.
Nice.
So lots of poker coming up for you this weekend, and the seniors event, by the way, kicks off on Monday. That's
cool.
all.
How old you got to be? I'm going to be 47 on Tuesday.
No, not quite, Kelly. 50.
Okay.
50. Yeah, me too. I'm 5 years away on that.
I had a girl in Vegas tell me that I could play I forget which one it was, Binions or somebody, which you can play at 45. So
yeah.
You're going to go play the seniors event?
God, doesn't that hurt?
Oh,
I got
God.
that too.
That's okay. I ended up going and taking a run at her mom. So.
Oh, perfect. Very nice, Kelly. You're the man.
I try. 47 though, buddy. That's getting serious in life here.
It is. Yeah. We're ancient in the poker world. You know that.
Well, but I'm extremely immature, and I know you are too. So
thank you.
Yeah. No, I think between the two of us, we'll hold our own with the younger generation. So.
Yep, and of course, speaking of that younger generation, well, we had a lot of news, and of course, we covered the main event on the KLAV show. Of course, the Mark Hoke show is on KLAV 12:30 a.m. in Las Vegas and KLAV 12:30am.com Wednesdays 3 p.m. Pacific. And I was at the main event and watching that final table go off, and we want to once again extend our congratulations to all the players, but especially Martin Jacobson, who was masterful. Just an amazing performance, winning the main event, taking down the $10 million prize. And I know he had a nice suite at Palazzo, hanging out with probably another buddy of yours, Mark Radoja. Huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I know Mark quite well. In fact, we've had a little bit of fun down there. So.
Yeah, Mark and Jason Kuhn and some of the other boys were partying it up down there after the main event. But big congratulations to Martin. Let me ask you this, Kelly. What are your takeaways from that main event? I know you were watching a lot of the coverage.
Yeah, like I say, I spent a little time behind the scenes trying to build some things on the business side and working on financing stuff. I found now that it re-engaged my initial my passion for the game and the strategy and my desire to learn to get to be better and to take my game and watching and everything from the different training sites and the things now that we've started to engage with, but watching that final table and reigniting the desire that any of us, if we play our cards right, can be able to do that next year and be at that final table next year. That's that fundamental engagement of this industry and of this game that makes it so fantastic and so much of an opportunity. So as I say, it kind of reignited some passion and some fire that I had about taking and making sure this business and this game gets better and stronger and exposed to more people. And it's been a very interesting week in terms of my perspective on the game. So, but just loved watching that play there. It was absolutely outstanding.
All right, and boy, I'll tell you what, I may have to mention something. I may have my broadcast cut off for a little bit, because my computer is apparently doing a mandatory restart, and I'm really trying to avoid that. But so just brace yourselves on that, guys. If that happens, we'll get back on the air as soon as that does its stupid thing. Yeah, and I see Casino Examiner in the chat box is asking about Ultimate Poker. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, and there's a lot going on over the past few days. So brace yourselves. We're going to have a great show. I'm going to step back, take a commercial break. Pray to God, but and once again, if my computer does a restart, we'll be back on in a couple of minutes. So I just want to warn everybody on that. Boy, talk about bad timing on that, Kelly. Jesus.
Yeah. You can plug that thing in, and you can restart it overnight, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
You're not watching anything you shouldn't be on there, right?
No, not at all. No.
Okay. Some of those old Dennis the Menace cartoons or something like that.
Exactly. I was watching some superhero cartoons with my daughter the other day.
Nice.
That was about it. So, all right, let's get a break in, and we're going to be back more with Kelly Kellner and hanging out with us here today. And appreciate Kelly taking the time out to join us. And of course, once again, we're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out.
And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back, maybe not for long, at least for a temporary pause in the action, as we get ready for my computer to do a mandatory restart, and I'm going to punt it across the room. Kelly Kellner along for the ride here, too. Kelly, what's up?
Still freezing away, but the sun is out, and we're not even close to melting the snow out here, buddy.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Florida. See, this is what we're doing here, all right? Everybody, as miserable as everybody is up in the northern part of the United States and Canada, it is time for you to get on a plane and come down here and say hello to us here at Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida.
I think that's a great idea, Mark. I was just put a couple of things up on Facebook here to get some of our Canadian listeners coming in. So, for a lot of the Canadians up here that don't get all the information, and some of our friends that are listening, tell us a little bit more. When's the main event start, and share a little bit of that. I might have to figure out how to come down there and see your handsome face.
Okay. Well, of course, the main event starting off on Friday, November 28th, runs through December 3rd. We got day 1A on Friday the 28th. Day 1B is on Saturday the 29th. And then, of course, final day will be on Wednesday, December 3rd. And they're going to be live streaming that. The production team for Poker Night in America is going to be broadcasting that. So,
excellent. So
not only can you come down, you come to Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, right?
Yes, that would be good.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
I might have to bring my boy down with me to sit on the beach and keep me out of trouble.
Yep. Then you throw in a $2 million guarantee, and then you throw in a live stream Poker Night in America team. So, what are you going to do?
Well, I think we're going to jump on a plane and come down to Florida, Mark. I think
yes!
That's the answer.
There you go. I'm recruiting players, everybody. So come on down. We'd love to see you. And of course, by the way, if you're in the area, you're down here, come over and say hi to us at the show. We're in the media area over on the far side of the room, and of course in the ballroom here at Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida. And I'll tell you what, 2 giant projection screen TVs, so you don't miss any of the sporting events. Everybody in here got to enjoy a Miami Dolphins win 2 nights ago, and then last night, of course, a Miami Heat loss. That's too bad.
Yeah, that was a little tough. That 4 points, boy, I love that Miami minus 4 points on Thursday night. That was I thought that was a slam dunk there. So happy to have booked a small win on that.
Nice, good for you, sir. So we're just getting ready to get down to flight 1F starting up here at 6:00. So if you're in the area, drive down, come see us. It'll be a great time. Unfortunately, the computer is going to be restarting here in a couple of minutes. So I got about 4 minutes left. So I don't want to get too in depth on some of the other topics that we want to hit on this show because, of course, amazingly enough, right after the main event, all hell broke loose in the poker world, and we want to make sure we get to talk about it. I mean, it was quite the week, to say the least. But I want to tell a funny story. If you missed this one, Kelly, you've seen some odd things at the poker table, I'm sure, correct?
I certainly have. A couple stories I can tell and a couple stories that I can't.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen just about everything. But have you ever seen somebody's finger fall off at a poker table?
No, I have not. But I read that story, and actually, Jose Canseco is actually a friend of mine, and he's actually come up and played a couple of events with us. And I tell you, I read a couple of his tweets there. Tell everybody about it for those who haven't heard.
So, of course, a little while ago, Canseco actually shot his finger off. And, going to be a little difficult swinging the bat, if he decides to make another comeback. But, got the finger reattached, but, was not feeling real happy about it. And apparently, had a few tweets about that he, probably should have just lost the finger. Well, he lost it playing in a poker tournament on Thursday night. The finger fell off. Unbelievable.
I read his tweets as they were coming out, and the thing, and this is a little bit disgusting. But he first wrote that he first, like you say, that he felt it should have just been amputated, and then secondly that it wasn't really attached very well because there was like no bone, and then it didn't smell too good, which I thought, oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
and
that's
then son of a gun, if he's sitting there and he lost it.
Yeah. So, man, I'll tell you what. When they say you're betting an arm and a leg, well, guess what? Mr. Canseco had some extra chips on the table there, a little extra skin in the game.
Yes, that's a tough pot. That's a tough bet to call.
Oh God, yeah. How do you call that? What do you do?
How do you raise?
You raise a thumb, or give somebody the middle finger. I don't know, but.
I have 5 inappropriate things to say, and the 4th and 5th are so funny, and I just don't want to offend anybody. So just know that there's some incredible humor. Finish your own jokes.
Oh, my God. And of course, leave it to Mr. Canseco. Apparently is making money off this because someone videoed this, and apparently he has sold the video, and it's going to come out at some point.
Yeah, they actually sold it. I read that it was sold to Canseco's agent.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Yeah. So kids, first, don't shoot your finger off, and second, if you do, maybe take a couple more weeks and make sure that thing's on there right before you play some cards. All right.
What's the most outrageous thing you've ever seen in a table you've been playing at, Mark?
Feet up on the table barefoot.
Yeah,
that's not good.
That's not that bad.
No, that's bad though. No, that's really
I watched
bad.
a very well-known female poker pro sitting 2 seats to my right, sitting there picking her toenails at the table. Yeah, that was just a very well-known. I won't say who it is.
Okay.
Very well-known poker pro. That was good. I have a good story from Costa Rica though. We were down there doing an event partnered with the World Poker Showdown. My good friend Herb Van Dyke, and we were playing a cash game in Jazz Casino down in Hoke Beach, which is, I tell you, was just an outstanding place to go and play. We had a great time. We took a whole crew of our Canadians down there. Cash game later on at night, and there was a guy that was definitely a few bricks short, and quite animated at the table. And They was one of the loosest games. There was, it wasn't big money, but there was still 25,000-30,000 on the table, and for down there, I guess that was a pretty good game. And one of the fellas, one of the older gentlemen that's retired down there, looks at this guy that was kind of weird and says, "You don't have the balls to call this bet."
No.
Well, this guy stood up in his tattered sweatshirt and his sweatpants, pulled his pants down, put something on the table, and says, "I do have the balls. I call."
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Lost in a showdown.